I'm a very big meal skipper.
Notorious.
Yeah.
Prolific.
Notorious. Just I don't eat sometimes.
Well known.
Because
Award winning.
Might as well like work.
I'm in bed. Like it's 10:15. I don't feel like getting up. This year is gonna suck. I hate my life. What are you gonna tell me to drag me out of bed? Wintertime is the best time to practice waking up early. I'm wrong?
I'm not saying you're wrong. I just don't agree. So in this episode, we're going to talk about what seasonal depression is, some symptoms that you might have when you are going through it, how you can help a friend out if they're going through it, but most importantly, how to actually survive the winter and survive like the seasonal rut, seasonal depression. So we're going to give like our own real life experiences and some of the tips that we have, especially going through it. And we just want to make you feel like a lot less alone if you are going through it, you know, especially with the new year here. We feel like a lot of people are going through ruts and things like that. So without further ado, if you're interested, make sure to keep on watching and listening.
Welcome back.
Oh, yo.
To the first episode of 2025 of the best podcast in the world. Difficult-ish
if you didn't know.
Podcast with South Asian narratives, hosted by my co-host
Mahurkan
and her co-host Mash Munir.
Yeah.
Not a cold brew today, just regular little
nitro.
Capitito,
Yeah.
It's time.
It's so cheap.
Huh?
It's so cheap.
Yeah, good stuff, and it's a really good coffee bean. Good brand. Yeah, no free promo, but good stuff.
Yeah.
What's up? Welcome back.
Damn, we're in the new year.
Yeah, how
just
you feel?
like that.
We're recording the January 1st.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Like
how
this
you feel?
is our first like day of the year coming
It
back.
is. It is gloomy.
I feel good.
Yeah.
I think I have been re-energized the past few days. First time to actually relax this year or like last year, where it made me like refreshed to come into the new year. Re-energized.
Okay.
You feel? Like I watched so many movies. We finished Squid Game.
Yeah, we finished Squid Game. No comment.
No comment, guys. But yeah, how do you feel?
Yeah, last few weeks were very busy for me.
Yeah.
Had a little family emergency. Had to spend a lot of time back in Florida. It's been a weird, getting back into the groove of things type of time. And I know it's January 1st, but it doesn't feel like January 1st for me. And
really?
I don't like that.
Why does it not?
'Cause like, I don't know, I didn't get enough time to like, chill out, reflect.
You didn't have time to
right when I wanted to spend the rest of the time reflecting and just like relaxing a little bit, chill a little bit. Boom, have to go back.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. Things happen, but January 1st, I feel good. Take me a little couple of days.
And guess what? It's also just like a mindset thing. Like we're always like, oh, we got to make our New Year's goals like before the New Year hits. And then if we don't do it, we're like, waste. And now we can't have a good year.
That's true.
You can still do it.
That's true. I got time. I still want to make a vision board.
Yeah.
I like vision boards.
Yeah.
I like visualizing things.
I know you do.
Yeah. Okay.
Good New Year's Eve?
Yeah, what's up? New Year's Eve was good. Calm. Just, caught a little vibe, a lot of poppy. A lot of popcorn.
A lot of hot chocolate.
Made some pasta,
Not just any pasta.
Took a break from the keto diet.
He made this, like, let me tell you guys, like, out of nowhere. He's like, are you craving anything? Yeah. I wasn't even craving. I had to, like, lie on the spot just so he could, like, feel
you lied
like
to
he
me.
could make something. No, I genuinely wanted that, but, like, but I didn't need it to be made by you. Like, you didn't have to go through all of that, So anyway, I was like, okay, what's the first thing that I can think of? And I thought of like seafood.
Yeah, seafood.
Like lobster and the most luxurious thing, because you get that kick sometimes. And he's like, okay, I'll be right back.
Yeah. And I went to the store.
He runs to the grocery store.
They don't have none of that though.
Okay, but you made up this random recipe.
Yeah, I made it happen.
He got like crab. He got shrimp.
Yeah.
He got like linguine, and he made this like seafood linguine. And guess what? On top of that was just the second course. The first course was salad. Third course was homemade cornbread.
Y'all know me.
And then he presented that
crazy
to my brother, to me,
good time,
to his cousin, and that was our New Year's Eve.
Facts.
With Fortnite.
Facts.
And a little murder mystery.
Facts. Listen, make it happen.
2025.
Make it happen. It's the year of doing. This is our year.
Oh wow.
This is the one.
Is that your 10th thing of advice?
That's
your 10th
Make it happen. No, that's my annual advice.
I understand.
For me, so what's up? What are we doing this episode? I don't even know what we're talking about. I don't even know what we're talking about.
We're talking about something important today.
You hid this from me. What are we talking about?
Can you imagine? It's a surprise episode for you too. We're talking about seasonal depression today. Okay? And if you guys don't know what that is, well, we'll explain it to you, right? And in this episode, we'll talk about a wide array of things, okay?
Oh.
And I feel like I experience this a little bit more just because I grew up in New York. I actually experienced seasons in winter.
Yeah.
But for
you,
you,
you're not wrong.
I don't know if you experienced it as much as I
Not
did.
at all. Nothing.
Okay,
Nothing.
cool. So we're going to be talking about seasonal depression, the symptoms one might have if they are going through this. What even is it? Do we experience it? But most importantly, some of our own tips to counteract that.
I need that.
And survive.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What is seasonal depression?
Oh, yeah. You have a question? Okay. You know what? Guess
what is
I coincidentally just had the definition pulled up.
Okay. All right. What is most... Give me... what if I want your definition?
No,
How
you're
about
not going to get my... Because my definition is so similar to the actual definition. It doesn't really make sense. Okay. Seasonal affective disorder, SAD, is a type of depression. It happens during certain seasons of the year, most often fall or winter. It is thought that shorter days and less daylight may set off a chemical change in the brain, leading to symptoms of depression.
Damn.
Light therapy and antidepressants can help treat SAD.
Yeah.
Okay.
Heard you.
That's so crazy that, like, your mind has this, like, switch off right when the days get shorter and it gets colder, where it sends these feelings to your brain.
Yeah.
It's
Cause
crazy.
you know what's weird?
What?
Who thought of daylight savings time? Who thought of it?
There's
no way
us?
it's a real thing.
It's just us that does it, right?
You know a fun fact?
What?
Arizona doesn't celebrate daylight savings.
Really?
They don't change their time
At all.
So there's always like a 1 hour imbalance between like them and like the other people that are in their time zone. Yeah, I never understood why, they knocked the time. Anyways, you agree with the definition?
Yeah,
you got
good.
anything to add on?
It was a good definition.
Anything to add on? Add on
no,
anything?
honestly, no.
Got it.
Because that would have been my definition as well.
Right,
You understand?
word for word.
Yeah, word for word. I'm
Okay.
pretty sure I wrote that.
Okay, so elaborate. Like, tell me, like, what's up? Like,
So yeah, seasonal depression. I feel like there's obviously there's like extremes to it, right? It's a range. I'm not gonna say that I'm like actually depressed because that's like such a big serious word. But I do feel like I fall onto some part of the range, maybe more in like the lower to mid level, where my motivation kind of just like flies out the window, my anxiety rises, I just feel like less productive and less like me, like I would say that my general personality and who I am on the day-to-day for the most part is like very motivated, very productive. I have my goals and like to-do lists very ready. I wake up at a certain time, like I have routine, right?
Yeah.
But when it comes to the winter months and shorter days, especially like December 21st was the shortest day of the year. I just don't feel like the need to get out of bed in a hurry. The last thing I want to do is work out. Like that's absolutely the last thing. Like, putting on clothes.
Yeah. Guys.
You have to go outside.
Guys, let's not get into it.
What's the issue?
This woman, goodness gracious.
What's the issue?
Where's your poppy hoodie? She wears the same poppy hoodie. She can wear it for 8 days in a row. And she won't even realize that she still has it. She's like,
it's comfortable.
It's regular.
And like it doesn't smell,
regular.
so like I'm gonna keep wearing
it. Doesn't smell? That's not like a self question. It's not like a do I smell? No, okay, I'm good. That's like something that you have to like, collaborate with someone with.
Why do I have to collaborate with you if I smell or not?
Because to
you think I can't smell?
Verify your claim.
Okay.
Not at all.
Anyway,
not
can I continue?
Yeah, go ahead.
So anyway, the last thing I want to do is change out of my pajamas and put on workout clothes to go to a workout class. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is that like my routines just kind of fly out the window, and I don't really feel the need to do anything that makes me feel good. Like personally for me, like I love doing my skincare routine. I love drinking my coffee. I love like waking up at the certain time to like do my work. I just get excited to do those things. But when I'm feeling seasonally depressed or in like a rut, I just don't like, I know what will make me feel good, like taking a workout class or like doing my work on time, but I just don't want to do it. Like I don't have the inkling, the mood, the motivation to actually want to do it.
Do you think the main reason is like just less sun? Less sun.
I think it's
That
the
does
less
it to you.
sun. I think that plays a big part. And also, like, I've been told that, like, I like too much heat.
Good God.
I've been told that, like, I might be anemic and low blood iron.
Yo.
So that can also play a low mini part in it, because
Yo.
I just need to be, like, cozy and,
No,
you know, under my blankets and heat on.
She needs to be goddamn in a furnace, just living in a fireplace. Living in a fireplace. So nice.
So funny
So
because
nice, 3rd-degree burns.
yesterday when our family was over, we were talking about just, like, heat and, like, how most people can't, like, be comfortable when it's too hot in the room, right? Whereas that's, like, my dream, right? I just love, like, a good heated up cozy spot, you know, because you feel like at home, you feel cozy. But some might disagree, you know.
Have you always been seasonally depressed?
No.
Always have? No.
No.
Oh,
I
where's
think
the
it
switch?
came. I think
Where's
it
the
came
switch?
recently.
Oh,
I think it
talk
came
about
in, like,
that,
the
talk about
past
that.
2-3 years, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just me, like, getting older and I have more on my plate, so there's more to, like, not feel like you want to wake up to it. I don't know.
I think a big part is, like, as you got older, you start to value your downtime a lot more. And nowadays, when, you know, it's so cold out and the sun sets so early, you want more downtime than you usually do. And I think that just demotivates you throughout the day.
And you know what's so crazy now that you say that? I feel like there's also this feeling of guilt when it comes to seasonal depression, because you're like, oh my God, I have these many things to do in the day, but I don't feel like doing any of it or get out of bed. And it makes you overthink it more and more, and, like, kind of paralyzes you, because you're like, I keep thinking about this, but I still can't get up. And then more time passes and you get more and more guilty.
Right.
But the thing is, the past 2 weeks of December, like the last 2 weeks, I've been kind of relaxing, right? And I've been watching my movies. I've been getting out of bed, like, taking my slow time. And I've been just, you know, I didn't have too much planned. Like, I didn't have work on my schedule as I usually do. And that reduced my guilt so much. And, like, I didn't feel as, like, seasonally depressed.
Heard you.
Because it didn't feel as overwhelming that, like, I wasn't completing my to-do list of the day because I was just resting. You know?
I understand.
So I feel like it gets more prevalent as you get older, because you have just more responsibilities.
I get it.
You know?
That's like I remember when I was in school, when I would have a test, I would always be stressed that I was going to fail the test because I didn't study at all.
Exactly.
And then, like, I would be cramming Thursday night. But then there would be, like, once in a while, not often, this will not happen often, where I would, like, be like, oh, let me start studying, like, a week or two before, you know?
I love
like,
you had to put a disclaimer that it doesn't happen
I would start
often.
studying, like, 2 weeks before, and then by Thursday, like, the whole time I was just, like, kind of stress-free because I got this, you know? So, you know, same type
just
of
like
thing.
that.
You understand?
Just like that.
You understand? That's
so
good.
you're
What's up?
Florida.
Yeah, I'm
You're
from
a
Florida.
Florida
I'm from Florida.
So you don't experience seasonal depression. What was that? Oh, Orlando. He's wearing an Orlando shirt.
No, I don't know what seasonal depression is.
Okay.
I don't know what seasonal depression is. Let me break this down to y'all. One, Florida, we got one season. It's one season. It's summer and then, like, a little bit of a cooler summer. That's it. We don't really switch it up like that. So I didn't really have any variation in season. So what am I gonna be depressed all year? Like, seasonal depression is my year-round depression. My year-round depression. No, I really have that.
But do you think now that you live in New York, you have it?
No, I don't have it. Because I understand I'm a little different in this context, but I love, like, cloudy, cold, like, gloomy type of days. I love it.
Why?
I think it's just, like, you know, like, the little artsy. It's a little artsy. You know?
I don't understand.
It's a little, like, you know, it's like a little vibe. Like, go outside, go on a walk, like, listen to, like, some dark music. You know, it's sprinkling rain outside. Go to a little rooftop. It's giant. It's just like it's just like a vibe for me. That's it. And, like, I feel like it enhances kind of, like, my creative thought process a little bit more. You know, yeah, it's just like a little more, like, vibe setting. You know? That's it.
Vibe setting is crazy.
You understand? Like, at least in Florida, it was sunny all the time, and, like, when we would have like days on days of, like, gloomy weather, like, I loved it because, like, we just never got that.
But also, I feel like you're more of a night working person.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it doesn't affect you as much because you rather work when there's no sun outside anyway.
That, and, like, I have things that I like to do at night as well. Like, I have honestly, most of my hobbies I prefer to do at night anyway. So, like, when nighttime comes, I'm like, all right, cool. Like it's
Yeah.
fun. Like now I have the time to like do what I actually like to do. Like I was never like literally over the last 2 months I started watching like a TV show. Like I've never been like a cozy up on the sofa watch TV type person. Like that's never how my days went. Like whenever the temperature did drop in Florida, I would like to put on like a little sweater and like hop out,
Just
and, like,
cosplay
go on like a little walk.
Cosplay as someone that experiences winter.
Feel like a northerner for like a little bit. So I enjoyed it. And when the nighttime came, that's when like I would like to play my chess, like read my book and stuff. And so it never really affected me. But I do understand where you are coming from. I think the more average to I understand I'm a little abnormal in this context. Most people, when they have like a shorter days or they're just like less sun,
Yeah.
it's like less stimulating, and like they want to stay inside more, and like most people don't want to work 24/7. So it's like when they're at home, like what is there to do other than to like chill? So that could take a toll on you. So
I like having my vitamin D, just having some sun on me.
Yeah.
I feel like that gives me some
But why
good health.
Don't you go out when there is sun anyway?
That's not the truth.
Really?
That's not the truth. Like I
Okay.
go outside a lot more when the sun is out. I'm a lot more motivated to book my classes and go to a nice park and hang out with friends outside.
I hear you.
You hear me?
I hear you.
I have a
hear you.
question for you.
Yeah, what's up? It's a podcast.
I have a question for you. So like knowing that me, your partner, goes through some sort of seasonal rut, seasonal depression, how have you adapted to certain ways of like helping me? You like that one?
Good
Like
question,
I want to
good
hear
question. Good
you
question.
Like that
Good
one?
question.
That was a good
You got that
one,
from Google or
No,
that's like
this is just from the heart.
Holy moly!
From the heart.
What a wonderful question.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I think one thing. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think I think one thing that I do is like I empathize with you, and I let you have like your downtime, home time, but I also try to drag you out.
Yeah.
And
Me too.
I like to have you accompany me in my side quests throughout the day.
But then that requires you to plan it all.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like I'm not the one. Like
we're not even talking about like full on day dates. I'm just talking about
just going to something.
You are coming to the grocery store type of thing, and you are enjoying the time. Well, we got coffee today. I drug you out.
That's true.
And I think because someone who is struggling with seasonal depression, they probably don't want to do things by themselves at all.
Yeah.
It's probably a lot easier to someone grab their hand, someone take them outside, and that's probably a lot. That makes them go through a lot better. When you're alone, the last thing you want to do is go outside alone. When you're feeling like that. So I think I drag you out the crib.
Yeah.
But then like on the other end, it's like when we come home, like all right, now here's your tea and your blanket, and let you have like the best of both worlds type of thing.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, what else do I do? I just think at the foundation of it is to like differentiate how you feel at the end of the year and how I feel, and like know that there are things that we are going to be able to do together, but also I'm not going to be able to like alter the way that you feel at this time of year. Like I'm not like a genie. I can't just
Right. But at least you're empathetic about it.
Yeah, of course, gotta be.
Yeah. Like around the Christmas time, the last week, I was feeling a little like sad and lonely.
Yeah.
Just because,
Yeah, I heard.
I didn't really have the people around me. So I was like, oh my God, what do I do to fill up my time? Because also like it's very rare for me to have just like relaxing solo time, to not be working. So I'm like, oh my God, what do I do to fill up this time? So I watched a bunch of movies.
Yeah.
And then I also had a few plans with friends and things like that to celebrate the holidays, which was nice. And I like was excited and looking forward to it because I'm like, yes, like human interaction. That's going to make me feel so much better.
Need that.
But then also I had a moment where throughout the whole day I was kind of just like not dreading it, but kind of like, do I even want to go? Like I don't even have the energy to go right now, So it's just like a back and forth of that where it's like, that usually human interaction and like connecting with others is going to make you feel better and not make you feel lonely anymore, obviously. But then sometimes, I don't know actually about for extroverts, I'm more, I guess, introverted. So this is my take. But then when the day comes, you're kind of just like, should I cancel or should I just not go and make something up? But then
You
I
did
always
that.
end up going.
That's true.
I always end up doing the thing that I have such a good time when I actually am there. But I think it's just like me overthinking in my head, and like the thought process of like me having to like put on clothes and like, you know, go out into the subway in this long commute, or
How dare you?
walk out in the cold and there's snow outside. It's just like the last thing I want to do. And then I
Yeah.
have to like hype myself up. You know?
Doing in New York kind of, it's tough. You gotta, walk to
You don't
the
have like
train
a car.
station.
Yeah, you gotta
Don't
like
have a
go
car.
to
Yeah, I
take a
don't
walk.
have a car.
Yeah.
So New Year's here, and it's still winter.
Yeah.
Now we're in like the real winter time, January, February. What are some things that you plan on doing to make sure that your New Year starts off right? While simultaneously combating seasonal depression, making sure that this time of year you're not gonna let it get to you.
Yeah.
Because this year we're gonna make it happen.
Yeah. You know how a lot of people get into like a rut right after the New Year because they're like, oh, these goals that I set for myself are actually
it's too
impossible
much.
to reach.
Yeah, too much. Can't do that. Why
and
do
then
this?
you go to the gym once for that week, and then you're like, okay, this is too much and overwhelming.
Yeah.
And I don't see results right away. So I feel like this is also relatable to those people.
Yeah.
I think the first thing for me is to make sure I get my protein in the morning. I'm a very big
I like that.
meal skipper. I'm a very big
notorious.
Yeah.
Prolific.
Notorious. Just I don't eat sometimes.
Well known.
Because
Award-winning
meal skipper.
Yes.
Just because I'm like,
she don't play.
Might as well like work. And
might as well.
I forget about it
Why
sometimes.
not?
I forget about these necessities sometimes, which is so common.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I'm not like that hungry. I'll eat when I actually do get hungry, and then I just kind of forget.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have been buying more just like protein bars, protein like smoothies. I have one right now that I'm drinking.
Mm-hmm.
But like the powder and stuff. You actually got this, like the turkey slices and like turkey pepperoni and things like that. Just like small things that you don't even have to necessarily cook, but it's like easy to get from the fridge and just put it together, even if it is while you're working. And I think that helps me a lot, especially before I start my work day, but also before a workout class where I'm not like feeling faint, throughout it.
Nah, but like before that, like before like the meal, like I'm in bed, like it's 10:15. I don't feel like getting up.
I understand.
This year is gonna suck.
Oh, wow.
This year is gonna suck. I hate my life. What are you gonna tell me? What are you gonna tell me to drag me out of bed?
Well, I can't drag you out of bed, right? But I think something that helps me every single day, or I try to, is like having something to look forward to in the day. So like I'll try to switch up, whether it's my morning coffee pods or my morning coffee like creamer or something that I'm looking forward to where I'm like, yes, I'm excited to like try this morning, or like the night before I'll just like research something regarding my business, whether it is a whole new thing that I haven't done before, whether it's like, ad marketing related to a very niche like Instagram or email marketing, whatever. It's like, whatever business related.
Right.
Something that I'm very excited to work on in the day, I think that's what gets me.
Heard you.
And I think it's hard because, especially as a creative, I feel like, there are phases, and you probably can relate to this. There are phases of highs where you're like so creative and you're feeling pumped and you like, you have all these ideas, but then there are also like the low lows where you're just feeling so drained and in a creative rut and this and that. And I feel like I've been in that recently where it just feels very like the same routine and kind of boring. So it's been nice to have this break because it makes me feel a little bit more excited about creating things again. And yeah, I think the new year can be very daunting, but then if you're also going through seasonal depression, I think just thinking about one specific thing that you want to do the next day that excites you, and it doesn't even have to be anything work related or food related. It can be whatever you think of. It can just be you thinking of this new hobby that you want to do, or like you wanting to catch up with this one friend that you haven't talked to in a while. Just something that like gets you going. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thoughts on that?
Yeah, spot on. I've been thinking about trying to plan out my days a lot more into this year. Yeah, just like on my phone, like not no plan. I'm not gonna do no plan.
No, I know that, but like expand on that.
But yeah, I do enjoy planning out my days.
Yeah,
I do enjoy doing that, and it makes me more excited to like get up and like get started early and stuff.
Even today, you were like, "Oh, I'm excited to like do."
I'm excited to play some chess tonight. Yeah. Looking forward to it.
That's nice.
Yeah, I feel that.
I feel like that So you kind of do have to have a rough idea of what you want to do the night before, just so you like go to sleep excited and wake up excited. But yeah, I think it helps a lot when you do some like not pre-planning, but just I mean, I actually don't know, because you're the type of person that kind of wakes up and you figure out what you want to do that day on that morning.
For the most part, yeah.
Whereas I'm the type of person that needs to have an idea the night before. So I guess figure out what kind of person you are. Like, I feel more put together and organized if I plan what I'm going to do the next day the night before. And that's how it works for me. But for you, you feel more re-energized if you have that time in the morning to think of your day.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I like being spontaneous with my day, you know, see where the wind takes me, you know, wake up. Just see what happens.
Where did the wind take you today?
It's a coffee shop.
Yeah.
Podcast.
Yeah.
Probably gonna eat some pasta, gym, chess.
You had some
maybe
cornbread.
DJ. Yeah, I had some cornbred too. I make some amazing cornbred.
Yeah,
it's like my go-to. I need to like give it like a name. Let me know what I should name like my specialty cornbread. Yeah.
All right. What's your tip?
I think, you know, as someone that doesn't deal with seasonal depression too much, I think I've just naturally come to really enjoy when cold temperatures do come, because I've just never had it. And I think in that I've found myself some cold time hobbies that I really just prefer doing when it's cold out for some reason.
Building a snowman.
Yeah, you know, built so many snowmans. I think one thing is definitely like a certain genre of like reading or literature that you save for like when the cold time comes, or a certain type of TV show or movie that you enjoy when the cold time comes. You know, just like differentiating the things that you do during the day / when it's hot, and things you do during the night /
like
when it's cold. Like I love to write, especially at night. I don't like to write during the day. I don't see it as a daytime activity, and I feel like if it was the reverse, if I saw it only as a daytime activity, when the nighttime came, I would be so bored, and I would probably be like, you know, so anxious to even get out of bed or do something, because I just wouldn't have anything that I like to do at night. So I think it's important to have things that you enjoy to do at night, so you look forward to the nighttime, you know, and you look forward. I think I'm differentiating like winter depression and like nighttime. When I say nighttime, I'm talking about just like when it's dark and cold, and obviously and so I leave a lot of my hobbies for when the sun's down. I love to like play chess at night. I don't really like to play chess during the day. I like to write at night. I like to read during the day, but you know, I think certain genres or certain depth of literature I keep for like the nighttime. And I think my main message is like, find something that gets you excited for when like the darkness comes. That sounds really dark. That sounds
the darkness comes and
sweeps you. Very happy.
Sweeps you under
Find
the
something
darkness.
that, you know, makes you excited for when it is nighttime. You
Yeah.
know, 'cause I think most people dread when the sun goes down, because they feel like, you know, like they can't go out, they can't walk around, you know, they need someone with them, whatever it is. And I think that has really helped me, because, you know, growing up, everyone used to always hate on like daylight saving, especially winter daylight savings time. Like, oh my god,
sleep.
goddamn hour falls back. I'm like, yahoo. Thank god, now I could write earlier. You know,
such a nerd.
Yeah.
Yahoo.
I'm like excited about it.
I feel like that's a good point though, like having winter hobbies in comparison to, you know, summer, spring. Not even hobbies, but just maybe like having a shift in your mindset where you're like, oh wow, each season has happiness in it and things to look forward to. Like, for example, you know, I went to like the Bryant Park Village with your cousin, and we got hot chocolate and got like the viral Dubai chocolate strawberry things. And those things don't come in the summertime. You know, you go to Bryant Park in the summertime for the movie nights every single week, or you go there just to enjoy the park, or, you know, the different food options, whatever. But there are certain foods like hot chocolate, like what we had last night for New Year's Eve, where you can't enjoy that during the day, you know? Yeah. And there's also like comfort, cozy hobbies that make more sense during the winter time, like crocheting, knitting, puzzles and things like that. It just feels more, I don't know, it just feels more like homey, cozy.
And honestly, wintertime is the best time of the year to practice waking up early.
Mm,
I'm wrong?
I'm not saying you're wrong. I just don't agree.
But think about it. It's like sun comes up at 6:30 now,
Mm-hmm.
and the sun goes down at 4:30.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are always waking up at 10 a.m., you lost 3 hours of sun. You love the sun. You love the sun.
Yeah,
It
but
makes
I'm
you
not
happy.
getting up
Vitamin D,
earlier.
light therapy. It makes
There's
you
no
happy.
need for me to get up.
No, but
early.
it's the perfect time to practice, I love waking up early. I keep trying to tell you.
Congratulations.
And it's great. You wake up and you see like the morning dew condensation on the window. You got your coffee and sunshine, shining on your brown skin. It's a perfect way to like, introduce the day. Hello day, it's a perfect way to like start things over. You got your laptop watching some music video.
See, I can't do that. I can't wake up like not having anything to do like you. Like you know how you wake up.
No,
and,
it's the
and you waste
it's like
4 hours
it's the
of your
perfect
day.
introduction to the day. Like welcome day, welcome afternoon. It's like the
Okay.
perfect,
But-
and then you can go to sleep at 10 o'clock.
Who's going to sleep at 10 o'clock? I know for
Nah,
a fact
because
you
in winter
open,
time you already
you
have.
open your Dexter show right at 10:30 p.m. Okay,
Nah,
no one's going to.
y'all
sleep at
gotta
10
hear
o'clock.
me. Y'all 9:30 a.m.ers, 10 a.m.ers. Try it out. First day is gonna suck because you're gonna be like, why am I up early? Try it out for a little bit. It's nice. It's real nice, especially like
I promise you guys
more-
I will not be trying this out. Okay, anyway. Besides if I have a workout class. Okay, but that actually reminds me. I feel like me experiencing this type of rut the past few years, specifically mostly like in the past 2 years, it has made me realize that I need to fill up more of my like travel and play days towards the end of the year to just enjoy the time more. Because like I've traveled throughout the whole year. It was great, but I feel like if I traveled closer to like actual holiday season when people do get off on break, which I've never really done, I think that would make me enjoy it more because that's like an actual off like week to not work.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that also, how people go on like skiing trips, like they actually make use of, which I've been saying, like I've been wanting to go on a skiing trip or like a cabin trip and make use of like the winter time and the scenery and, this and that. And, just have like a good like mind connection to that,
Yeah. Good point.
That's why like the other day when it was snowing for the first time in New York, I went for a little walk to check out the park.
Yeah. That's literally the day I loved. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I almost slipped like 3 times to Uber. Like I slipped and I was like, oh my God, I almost slipped. And then I almost slipped again. I was
It
like,
wasn't even that much snow. It was literally like half an
No,
inch
it
of
was so
snow.
slippery. I was wearing my Birkies. I didn't
Okay.
know. Yeah, good point.
This is your sign to go on a skiing trip with me soon.
I don't know how to ski though.
No one knows how to ski. I mean, people know how to ski, but not really, unless you grew up skiing
Yeah. Only if you
or
go
like tubing, snow tubing.
only if you go like fishing with me or something.
When have you ever gone fishing?
I love fishing.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
I'll go fishing with
Nice.
you. Okay.
Nice compromise.
Okay.
Duality.
Okay.
What's up? Like
Do you have anything else to say or no?
No, I think I said all that I have to say.
You said only one thing.
That's not true.
Do you have any other tips?
What my tip was like it's a good time to start getting up early. No?
That's not a good tip.
No. My main message I told y'all was to like, learn to love the nighttime, You understand? Learn to love the nighttime and learn to start practicing, That does not make any sense. Practice waking up earlier in the day.
Okay,
You
but what
will-
if some people cannot get their brain to do that?
Yeah, it's the same way you do anything. You just gotta keep going.
Oh my
No?
god.
No? Don't you love it when you do it?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that convinces me to actually do it and get into that
Because you
discipline.
sleep in freaking crack of dawn. Fall asleep
That's
like
not the
3:30
truth.
on TikTok.
Okay. Anyway,
talking.
my next tip is because I feel like working out is especially hard, like what I mentioned before, when you have seasonal depression, but also in the new year. Take one of those classes where you have to pay if you cancel, or have like an accountable gym buddy that can put you in check, especially if you're the type of person that gets kind of flaky or doesn't, keep your own word, because that will make you more disciplined,
It will.
because something that I love doing is, like what I said before, having something to look forward to. Obviously, no one really looks forward to waking up early to go to a hard-ass boxing class at 9 a.m., right? But also, weirdly enough, that makes me even more pumped to like go to it, you know, because I'm like, okay, I have this one thing to look forward to tomorrow. I'm gonna get like mentally prepared for it. I'm gonna wake up early for it. I'm gonna prove to myself that I am strong enough to like conquer this class early in the morning. And then it just like puts you into this mindset that you are capable of conquering whatever, and you're just less likely to cancel on it.
Yep.
You know, and like less likely to like give up on yourself too.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I love having my workout class to look forward to, and I try to do at least twice a week, depending on my schedule. Which I've actually kind of I followed that the entire year.
Really?
I worked out twice a week, except the weeks that I traveled.
Wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I think it's important to just do like mind stimulating things. You know, monotonous activity is just gonna make you dread the time of the year even more. You know, you gotta be stimulated, mind stimulation.
Yeah.
You know, chess.
Yeah.
You know, any type of sports, cut out the video games, cut out the ticking talking. We try to do some things that, you know, like.
But if it gets banned,
it keeps you going, huh? If it gets banned, then what? No, then there'll be some new app.
Lemonade.
You know, Tactic.
Tactic.
What's Lemonade?
Lemonade is like the new TikTok, but it's like
sugar free.
Okay.
I don't really got much else.
But
you got? Yeah.
You know something that's underrated that I feel like I should do more of is light therapy. You know those like sun mimicking lights?
Yes.
That makes you feel like you're in like sunlight and warmth.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would help me, but I feel
we can try one out.
You can try it out,
right?
Right?
Try one out.
Yeah.
You might like it.
Yeah.
You might like it.
But it's like artificial lighting that makes it feel like it's real lighting.
But it's fake.
It's fake, but it gives off the illusion that it's actually real, and it alters your brain chemistry.
That's not possible.
You understand?
That's impossible.
Okay.
Final thoughts?
No final thoughts.
Got it. Without further ado, we'll get into some of the responses that you guys gave, because on our Instagram at Difficult Dish, we asked you guys, what are your tips and how to deal with seasonal depression? Simple as that. What's up? And y'all had a lot to say. So we're going to go through some.
Yeah. And if you guys don't know, we feature some of your guys' responses in every single episode. So if you don't follow us, make sure to do that ASAP to get featured.
One that we got, kind of what I said, but I agree, is romanticize it. Snow, cozy vibes, hot coffee, big sweaters, fireplace, screensavers, LOL. Yeah, I agree. I think, you know, just like learning to love this time of the year instead of just dreading it. Of course, there are aspects of it that you're going to dread. Yeah. You're not going to love all of it, but there are things to love about every single season.
Like, name some right now.
In winter?
Yeah. Love Harry Potter cozy marathon season.
Yeah, that's cool.
With my onesie, my hot chocolate.
Yeah. I love like gloomy rainy days and going on like a walk with an umbrella.
When
and
have
like,
you done this?
I enjoy it.
Okay.
Well, it hasn't rained too much, but just like gloomy, like walking out when it's gloomy. What are you talking about? Like,
okay. All right. It's true.
All right, you got any?
I just said Harry Potter marathon.
All right, other than movies, anything stimulating, anything like productive in life? Got it. Thank you so much. Next, we got I haven't even looked through these, and it's just like everyone's just said stuff that I said that you didn't agree with. Someone's sleeping early and waking up early. Guess you don't like that one. So being outside when it is light out. Soak it up while you can. You agree with that? I didn't think so.
Someone said reminding yourself the reasons why you're doing it, how it's going to help you in the long run. That's good.
Yeah, break that down.
Like when you're waking up and you don't feel like doing anything, it's good to have some like reminders,
Reassurance.
Maybe post-its or something around you that helps you remember why you even put that goal there in the first place and how your life is going to be when you reach it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, reminders.
Someone said going on daily walks when it's not dark, having a sunlight lamp in my room, taking my vitamins.
Sunlight lamp.
The vitamins thing is very important, actually. I actually forgot to mention it. But there are, you know, vitamins and like supplements and things like that you can take to feel more energetic or feel more productive during the day. And it can be very natural, you know, vitamins or supplements. Like it can be ashwagandha, and I know people will send over like vitamin D pills, you know, that kind of mimic the effect of the sun on you. So that's actually very important. I was considering taking that this year as
Yeah,
well.
we gotta get you some
Yeah.
vitamins.
Yeah.
That'll do you right. Cool. We doing more. We blessing y'all.
No, I don't got any more.
That's a. Yeah. Yeah. Good episode. I feel like we jam packed this one. You know, told y'all some real beneficial things that we hope y'all follow.
Yeah.
And anyone that's struggling with seasonal depression, we're almost through the winter time.
Yeah.
We're almost through it. You
Just know you're not alone.
You're not alone. Savor these gloomy days. There's beauty in the struggle. There's beauty in, like all seasons. In every single season, there's something to love and hate. Springtime, I love the weather, but I hate the hard rain. At least in Florida, I hated the hard rain and
But you like it here?
The storms. Yeah, I like it here, I guess, sure. But I hated that. It's summertime in Florida, good God, it would reach 2,000 degrees, and I would. My goodness, I absolutely hate the summertime. But, it was like the most Floridian thing about Florida. It was like nice seeing people out in just like their tank tops and shorts and sandals like myself. Fall time came, winter time, whatever. There's things to love and hate about every single season. And,
and
just
location.
Try to romanticize this experience. You know, it's we are living a good life. We're all happy, healthy. Brand new year. Start off on a positive note. We hope you start off positive. We're starting off positive.
Yeah, we are.
And it's gonna be a great year for us.
It's gonna be a great year, guys.
So
you got a Bangla word of the day?
Bangla word of the day. My Bangla word of the day is.
How about sunlight?
Rodro.
What was that?
Rodro. Right?
I've never heard that in my
Rodro.
life.
Sun.
Rodro.
What? You've never heard this word?
I've heard.
Rodro. Sunlight. Why are you laughing?
Rod. Wanna road like this?
Rodro.
It's not rodro.
Yeah. All right.
Okay,
if I'm wrong, let us know. I am pretty sure it's rodro. It's sunlight.
Sun is
Rod.
shurju.
Okay. Rodro might be like warmth. Like sun warmth.
Yeah.
Any variations of those, please.
If you guys listened or watched this far, make sure to comment down the sunlight emoji.
Yeah, sun.
And you have a 10-second advice?
10-second advice.
Yeah. That's what I just said.
If you order a hot coffee and you don't finish it, don't throw it away. Put it in the fridge. The next morning, put it over some ice. You got a nice coffee.
Why is this like your only you do this?
That's pretty valid tip. That's pretty valid tip. Go ahead.
Mine is, if you are going through seasonal depression, consider putting your clothing outside for the day after. Like picking out your clothing for the day after, the night before.
I feel like this is like a year-round type of thing, though.
No, it's not. It's especially if you're not feeling like changing, and the cold is too much for you. You already have because the thing is, let me tell you real quick.
All right, get into it.
When you are going through seasonal depression or any depression, really, small tasks are too heavy for you, right? Like they feel like overwhelming and you can't do it. So if you eliminate one small thing that you have to think about for that day,
I understand.
It makes you want to do it more.
Mm.
Because if you're already dreading the day and then you're like, oh, I got to pick out an outfit and then I got to actually take off this outfit and put that one on and then go outside, you have so many steps for you to like actually do that.
You're not wrong,
right?
You really broke
so
that
if you
down.
eliminate one thing by picking the outfit out the night before, you're like, okay, that's one less thing I have to worry about and I can just like go forward with it.
It's real scientific.
So like, what is the issue?
There's no issue. You really broke that down.
Okay.
Very smart woman.
Yeah, thank you.
Very mathematical.
Have my master's. So.
Thank you guys so much for listening to this episode of Difficult Dish. Please like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please review the podcast. Please rate the podcast. Please follow us on Instagram at Difficult Dish, TikTok Difficult Dish. We're not playing this year. You see what's going on? You ever seen a podcast set like this?
Does it look like we're playing?
You ever thought of a podcast like this?
Does it look like we're playing?
This is different, okay? This is this Difficult Dish, okay? Make it happen 2025.
We love you guys.
Thank you guys so much for listening to this episode.
We
love you.